In today's video, I show you guys how to make a pH indicator, something that changes color depending on the acidity of the solution, with a red cabbage. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to boil some water. Now I used an electric kettle, but you could really just put a pot of water in the stove. That would work just as well. So now you're going to want to cut up about anywhere from a quarter to half of the cabbage into tiny little slices. You just have to increase the surface area. It doesn't have to be perfectly diced or anything, but it does actually matter how small the pieces are. So just try and get them as straight as you can. So now that the cabbage is chopped up and the water's boiling, you're going to want to put all of this cabbage into a heat-proof container. I used a Pyrex in this case, but really you could just use a pot or really anything. And so you need to make sure you're using a proper heat-proof container. If you just use glass, it will shatter. Pyrex is heat-proof, so it won't do that. So now you're going to want to pour boiling water over the red cabbage. Now you have to be very careful in this step because obviously it's very hot, and if you spill it, it will hurt. But either way, you're going to want to pour the boiling water, whichever way you've boiled it, and you'll see that immediately the solution turns blue, and that is the dye being absorbed. And I've recorded a little time lapse for you guys so that you can see how quickly it darkens. This was only taken over the course of 25 minutes. It's not really that bad, so I'll shut up and let you guys enjoy it. And here's the red cabbage solution after an hour. I had to put it in the microwave a couple times to keep it hot, but once you can't see the bottom of the glass anymore, it's done. And so now it's time to filter it off. For this, I literally just got a wine glass and taped a filter paper, a coffee filter, over the sides of the glass, so it acted as basically a strainer taped to the sides of the glass. So then I got the Pyrex, there we go, and I just poured it in. Now you don't want to put too much of the actual solid in there because that will break the filter, but otherwise it's basically the easiest part of the job as long as you do it carefully. And so now, to see the fruits of your labor, all you gotta do is get a wine glass, or really any glass, and fill it halfway up with water, then add a splash of the red cabbage solution. It needs to be dilute, so don't worry about it being too light, because the lighter it is, basically the more color you'll see. So now if I could just fill up all the glasses. I don't know if you guys can notice, but I'm trying to do kind of a rainbow here. That's why I've got them all set up in a line. And I cleaned up as I went along because it is messy stuff. So first thing I'm going to try is the vinegar. And so this is cleaning vinegar. It's not much different from your regular drinking vinegar, but yeah. So when you pour it in, you can see it turns a bright reddish color, kind of pink almost. And so this indicates that it is a pH of 2, anywhere from 2 to 3.5. And so the lower the pH is, the more acidic it is. And it goes all the way down to 1 at battery acid. And it can extend upwards much farther. Some pH scales say the highest is 10, others say it's 14. And so really it's your choice. And so next I put in the baking soda. Took me a while, but I eventually got to it. There we go. And so now you can see it kind of turns a light blue. So this indicates that it's a pH of about 8 or 9. Nothing too high. And so next to the ammonia. And so the ammonia is yellow because it's lemon scented. I don't know why they made it yellow. But anyways, I pour it into the red cabbage solution. And it turns a surprisingly green. And so when I let it sit overnight, it turned yellow, and I don't know whether that was more pH reacting or what. So that's the vinegar. That's the control. That's the baking soda. And that's the ammonia. Thanks for watching. Thank you all very much for watching, and please remember to like and comment if you enjoyed, or smack that cabbage to become a subscriber. Bye!